Avengers Infinity War is coming out in just about 2 weeks, and the hype has built to a crazy degree. Something I really like about this is that we don't know a ton about this movie. There are a lot of mysteries around it, so today I thought it could be fun to theorize about one of the biggest mysteries, where the Soul Stone is in this film. Thanos wants to get all 6 Infinity Stones, and we've seen 5 of them in previous Marvel films. So the question comes up, where is number 6? There are a bunch of fan theories online, so I'm just going to go through the ones I've seen and talk about which I think are plausible and which I do not. And at the end, I'll reveal which one I think it'll actually end up being. Okay, so I'm going to save the ones I suspect are the most accurate till the end. In fact, I'm going to go in order of least probable to most. First up, the theory that Captain America is the Soul Stone. Just straight up. It was in the Super Soldier Serum, and now he contains it. The theory comes from the fact that he blocks Thanos' punch, and apparently you can see some gold in his eyes. Okay, one, that could just be the reflection of the gauntlet, but honestly, I'm not ruling out the idea that they're using the Soul Stone to help Cap here. If Jane Foster can get the ether inside her, I'm sure this could happen. But the idea that he's had the Soul Stone this whole time, I don't really buy. Mainly because it would sort of ruin the whole idea of Captain America. He's a good guy who was pushed to the peak of human ability. He's not supposed to have godlike powers or anything like that. There are a number of other ways he could be blocking Thanos. Also, I suspect one reason this theory has become so popular might be because so far the stones have just been a bit generic and most have just been powerful and can shoot a laser. But remember, as we'll get into later, the Soul Stone relates to souls. And I don't really know how giving you big muscles relates to souls. Although Erskine did say,
"The serum amplifies everything that is inside."
But we spent too much time on this already. Let's move on. Okay, next up, people think it might have something to do with Iron Man, and or his armor, and or the Hulkbuster. Because there was some promo art that seemed to hint that they might be connected. I don't buy it. I mean, the fact that the Soul Stone would only be used to power an Iron Man armor? No. Also, it just seems out of character for him. Next up, it's in or with Adam Warlock. Now I'm aware some people might see this as the most likely option, because it makes sense, and it's where it often is in the comics. But for the MCU, I seriously doubt it. Look, if the Soul Stone isn't in Infinity War, then yeah, this could be it. And there's a chance it won't be, because maybe Thanos can't get all the stones, because otherwise he would destroy the world. But if that's the case, I feel like it would be pretty anticlimactic, so I doubt that'll happen. And I feel like it would be weird if Adam Warlock, this new character who was created by the secondary villains of a previous film in an end credit scene, shows up at the end to save the day. So, yeah, no. Also, similar thing for Captain Marvel, we haven't seen her yet, so I think that'd be kinda odd. And some people think it's in the quantum realm from Ant-Man. To that I'd say, considering how big of a role that would be, combined with the fact that we haven't really seen any Ant-Man for Infinity War so far, I don't see this happening. One of my friends suggested it's with the Collector, which, isn't the most outrageous theory. He does collect things, and at one point in time he had 2 of those stones, briefly. But I feel like, again, that would just be super anticlimactic, especially after all of this build-up. Okay, now let's get to the 3 or 4 that I think could actually be real. Firstly, the theory that it was actually the first thing we ever saw from this film, Thanos' home planet, Titan. I don't think the whole planet would be it, but maybe the core. I will admit, this does sound kind of ridiculous at first. It's a planet, but considering what the other stones have been, and this universe in general, it's not totally implausible. That could be why they're fighting there for a bit, and maybe why Thanos throws giant things at it. I also just like the idea that it was the first thing we ever saw from this film, that it was hiding in plain sight this whole time. So if handled in a way that isn't really dumb, I'm on board. Now, the top 2 that I think are really likely. First off, it's in Wakanda somewhere, possibly connected to the heart-shaped herb. Now, I'm not going to get into any plot details of Infinity War, for those who don't want to know about them, but there is a reason some people would point out for the Soul Stone not being in Wakanda, but really, I don't think that totally eliminates this as a possibility. The main reason I think this is a big possibility, as I'll get into with the next one as well, is that it's actually linked to souls. Maybe not only the heart-shaped herb, but some combination of that with something else in Wakanda lets you go visit the souls and spirits of your ancestors. Keyword, souls. So hey, I would say there's a decent chance of that. And finally, I know I've said this before, but it's Heimdall. There is so much more evidence for this than a lot of the others that I'd actually be slightly surprised if it isn't this. For one, there's the first letter theory, which yes, isn't the most reliable idea in the world, but it's just sort of an added bonus. More importantly, Heimdall's eyes, the biggest part of his powers, are the same color as the stone. And most importantly, his powers are actually linked to souls. Like, very heavily. He can see every soul in the universe, or something. So unlike a lot of the rest of these, this would make a lot more sense and wouldn't just be generic power source number 6. So yes, although it might be a bit of a stretch, and I'm not even entirely sure he's in this film, I'm gonna say the Soul Stone is with Heimdall. There you have it. Also, before I close this video off, I want to mention that yes, next week I'm going to be uploading my MCU in chronological order video, the final edition. very dramatic, which includes every piece of the MCU, from the movies to the TV shows to everything. It's going to be super long, I've worked on it for almost a year, so I hope you enjoy it. So those were my thoughts on the Soul Stone theories. Where do you think it is? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram and Twitter at BHL_Hudson, check out this podcast about movies and TV and whatnot I do every other Friday with a friend of mine, it's called The Poorly Planned Podcast, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.